What's going on, everybody? It's your man J to the Avelin here with a very special guest. We have Nam, all the way from Hong Kong.
Hi everyone, this is Nev here.
So happy to have you here. So if you haven't heard about her, I mean, you should have already, but if you haven't, she makes amazing covers on YouTube. She does original work as well. She's a singer. I believe she plays multiple instruments. I've seen guitar, bass, keyboards, probably some other instruments as well. So I'll open up the floor to you. If you have anything you want to say, introduce yourself, let people know who you are.
I'm Nam and I'm from Hong Kong and I'm currently doing lots of covers, but mainly they're all in metal genre because I have a low tone voice and I'm really enjoying it. And I really want that my covers or my originals can express the feelings and then you can feel it. And then when you're unhappy, after hearing my songs, you'll be happy. Or I'll help you to express your feelings. Like, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, so I've been browsing your channel for probably almost a year at this point. I've seen you've done
Uh-huh.
all sorts of stuff. I've seen like early on you were doing some like anime songs, video game
Mm,
music, and now I know more recently you're doing a lot of metal, rock, and
yeah.
it's more like Western style too, which is interesting,
Yeah.
not just like Eastern style. So,
Mm-hmm.
can you tell us a little bit about your story? Like, I know you've been on YouTube for probably like half a decade now, 5 or 6 years at this point,
Mm,
right?
yeah, yeah. I would say that's a big change of me. Like in the beginning, I'm really into anime songs. So I did a lots of covers for anime songs. And then, but in inside of me, I like metals and Visual-Kei. And then so I started playing instruments. Yeah. I start playing instruments like guitars and bass, and I learned how to program some drum tracks. And then I want to make something original, like um, Visual-Kei style, but having my own personality in it. Yeah. So currently, I'm mainly focused in my own creations and some collaborations, like you guys, the band
Oh yeah,
communities. Yeah. Yeah. That.
sweet. So
Mhm.
I'm hearing a lot of metal. I'm hearing Visual-Kei. I know Visual-Kei
Yeah.
is huge for people in my age group, especially the girls. They love Visual-Kei. The last rock
Exactly.
stars were in New York earlier this
Hmm.
year. And yeah, in terms of Visual-Kei, do you have some bands that stand out to you? Have any like favorite bands or favorite singers in the Visual-Kei genre?
Of course, Malay's Mister.
Oh, that's why. Nice. That's a good choice.
Oh, like yeah, Gakto is always my favorite male singer all times.
Mhm.
He inspired me a lot, like how he do his performance on the stage, like his dance, those things like that. I learned from him. Yeah, even my vocal styles, even
Mhm.
my frabbatos, I learned from him. Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Just by listening and just
yeah,
watching like his videos and stuff?
yeah. And then I try to intimate the voice they use. That's why I can do lots of vocal tones like Lucky Morpheus or
Hmm.
Nemophila. They're using different position of their muscles. Then I try to intimate them. Intimate? Yeah.
I got you. That's wow. That's takes a lot of talent, a lot of practice, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, I've seen your vocal styles. You can do a lot of different stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
hear stuff that's more like kind of like choir style singing. You have a lot of background
Yeah.
vocals, and in your last
Mm-hmm.
cover, I heard like a growl. I'm hearing everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just want to do some secret pop as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa! Look at that. Just
It,
put
yeah.
that there. Whoa.
By using different positions, then you can make lots of vocal tones. And I think that's the fun part of being a vocalist. Then I can do everything I want. I can do a little piggy style. Now,
Wow. Even just talking, you can do a whole bunch of different voices. And
Yeah. So I would say being a voice actor is one of my dream when I was a child
mhm,
because a lot I watched Pokemon, you know.
same here.
And I want to try to do all the voices for all Pokemons.
All the Pokemon. You know, there's a lot now, right? They used to
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah, yeah.
300. Now there's like 800.
Yeah, yeah.
You should definitely make a video where you do all, what was it, like 800 now, 900
Is
Pokemon?
that a great idea?
You should
Is
try
that great? Yeah, okay.
it.
I'll
See,
try it.
so in terms of your singing style and just your
Mhm.
journey as a singer, how long have you been singing, would you say?
Mm, for in a band, I would say few years in a band, but I started my singing journey when I was in primary four. It's like
Hmm.
8 or 9 something. I started in a choir. I sing as a soprano, but in that time, I'm not really interested in that because they're all classical
Hmm.
stuffs, you know,
Oh,
like that.
wow. I got you. I hear you.
Yeah, it's a little bit boring to me. But actually, I learned a lot of techniques there. Yeah, you know
Hmm.
how to sing in the high tones or doing this woo like
Damn. You're so good at even just doing that right on the spot.
yeah. And then I learned a lot of things, but
Hmm.
and then one day I watched a video on YouTube, and that's cassettes Gazzetto. Yeah. A music video from Gazette, and they're from Visual-Kei bands. And then I was, wow, they're so cool. You know, we can do headbangs. And that was my first time to listen to metal music.
Hmm.
And then I fall in love immediately. Yeah.
I know that
And
feeling.
then,
Yeah.
of course, their outfits are also attractive. And
Hmm.
then I just dig deeper into Visual-Kei's, and then I heard lots of bands from them. And then after a few years, and then I started to listen to Western music. And Slipknot
Mm.
is my very first band.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Ooh,
Yeah, Psychosocial, the
that's a
first
good
song
song.
I heard from them. And then, wow, that's really catchy, man. Psychosocial.
Yeah, psychosocial. That same here. I mean, I wasn't always into metal, as you said, kind of the same with yourself, but with a band like this, being able to
Uh-huh.
mix clean singing and then
Mm,
screams, it kind of
yeah.
brings you in. You makes you want to dig deeper and deeper.
Yeah,
That's really
I would
cool.
say that psychosocial might be how to explain in English,
Mhm.
an easy song for some new listeners to metals, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're not that heavy, but they you can still do some headbangs, and they're
Hmm.
still catchy. And then after hearing it, I feel like, oh, maybe I can dig deeper, yeah, into metals. And then wow, the metal world is really big. There
Oh
are
yeah.
many type of songs there. There are death metals, there are brutal metals, blah blah blah. And then wow, that's a brand new world to me. Then okay, so yeah.
Yeah, metal, it's one of those genres where I know every genre is very diverse. You know, there's a lot of different
Mm-hmm.
styles out there. But with metal, it's cool because now this whole internet era, a lot of bands are
Oh,
mixing sounds together. You have bands coming from around the world, all continents,
uh-huh.
all countries, making different styles, mixing their
Yeah.
own cultures into it.
Hmm. Yeah. That's why I want to make my own originals having maybe metals, also visual case, but
Hmm.
a little bit sad melodies, and then a little
Mm.
bit of emo screams like Deftones, you know?
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, and then to mix, also synth. I need a lot of synth at the back to create
Mm.
that elegance. Yeah, that vibe. Yeah. And I really love ambient stuff. So I would say my originals are quite extreme. Some are really quiet, but
Hmm.
some are really noisy, so it won't have middle.
Hmm. Oh, I
My
got you. So
English,
yeah, no, it's making
yeah,
complete sense. I got you. Your English is
yes,
awesome. Don't worry about it.
yeah. I want to make it as as I can.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I got you. So you have two extremes where the
Yes.
listener is kind of going to be moved. Their emotions are going to come out, whether it's
Yeah.
sadder or more angry or upbeat.
Yes.
But I've realized you have a lot of ambient tones.
Mm.
At least with the original songs that I heard from you, there's a lot of
Mm.
I don't know, kind of just invokes emotion very easily. Like when I listen to it, I'm like, okay, I already feel an emotion.
Mm.
You
Thank
know,
you.
you're doing a great job with that. You're able to fill in an area where like it's just very atmospheric. I'm not sure how do you do that. Do you have like multiple vocal tracks? Do you just do one or two tracks? Do you layer everything like the instruments first, then do you add the vocals? What's like your creative process when it comes to making your
Mm.
original music?
Wow, that's a great question. I do it different in every song, but
Hmm.
most of the time I'll start doing mm, the piano part first. Yeah,
Hmm.
like creating some chords because the first instrument I learn is piano, so I'll do the piano part first, and then I create some chords, and then I'll try to sing some rough melodies on it, and then I'll just add guitars for next, and then adding some
Hmm.
simple riffs, but it has to be I can do headbangs to it. That's my requirement. I want to do
You
headbangs
got a
when I'm
headbang,
playing
right?
the guitar. Yeah. And then after that, I'll put some bass in it. And then you have like mostly 70% of the picture in your mind, right? And
Hmm.
then you have to put the drum track in it. And then to create the pulse, the groove, you have to feel it. And then when you got these four elements, and then you can add the other like decorations, like scenes or
Hmm.
some effects back there. And then I love to add a lots of vocal tracks to it because I like layered vocals. I think it's more, mm, you
I
know.
got you. It fills your head. It makes the sound space become full, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's yeah. But
And I'm hearing
um,
too. Go ahead.
yeah, yeah. For creating music, I would say the most important thing is imagination.
Hmm.
Yeah, like for my I've uploaded a demo to my channel named with
Hmm.
falling to abyss, and then I was imagining I was down underground, and then I was sad, I was depressed, and then many monsters around me, maybe darkness around me, and then I can't feel anything because my heart is broken inside. So, based on this scenario, I'll do my own imagination and I'll imagine what happened if I'm in that status. Then I use my
Hmm.
music to express it. So you can hear some ambience or some my layered vocals like that because I think these kind of things can express my sorrow,
Hmm.
and then I just mix them together and then it will be so nam.
So damn. I like that.
Yeah, yeah, that's the way I create my own music.
Got it. So it's Nam, not Nam, right? Is that what you go by?
I think both okay.
All right, 'cause I
It's
think I said
because
Nam when we started the interview, but it's all right.
yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, that track, I know when you released it, I listened to it and I had my like studio headphones, kind of
Mm,
like the ones you have on right now. And
mm.
that's kind of what I felt. I felt like I was being pulled back when I was listening to it.
Ah,
So it definitely worked, I'll tell you that.
thank you. But in the future, maybe I have to working on the mixing. It
Mm.
sounds a little bit muddy. That's not the thing I want, but due to my techniques or that level, maybe I
Hmm.
have to. ask help from my friends. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
sometimes
the
it takes
thing
a
I would
team.
do.
Wow. And I know, well, obviously you can speak English, but you're from Hong Kong, you probably speak Cantonese as well, right?
Yeah, mostly in Cantonese. We don't speak English in daily lives. Yeah.
Wow, that
So
you were able to speak this much English just by speaking to
ah,
other people and learning in school. How'd you get this good at English so fast?
I watch a lot of cartoons when I'm small. I watch Cartoon Network. Do you watch?
Oh,
Did
okay.
you watch?
Oh yeah, I grew up watching Cartoon Network. Oh yeah. What's your favorite show? Name
Like
some shows.
my favorite, many. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Have
Oh,
you
that's a
watched it
good
before?
one. Creepy, very creepy, but I love it. It's a good show.
And then Powerpuff Girls.
Top of
And
Girls. I saw it
then
in the movie theater. Great movie.
yeah. And then
Great show.
Dexter's The Laboratory.
That's in the oh, you naming my whole childhood. Wow. Dexter's
Yeah.
Lab, that Pop Up Girls. Wow,
Yeah.
Cartoon Network. A lot of
Yeah.
great shows.
Yeah. In the old times.
In the old times. Yeah, now, I mean, there were a few good ones. I'm not sure what's on there now. Honestly, I wouldn't even know. But
Yeah, same.
especially like 1990s, early 2000s, all those shows that were
Yeah,
on
I
there.
feel you.
Yeah. So wow, I mean, it's one of those things where growing up in the US with those
Hmm.
cartoons, it's kind of our culture, but seeing how just those cartoons can help someone learn a different language is just out of this
Mm.
world. That's amazing.
Hey,
All right.
ありがとう。
Oh, don't touch much. Speaking of Japanese, what other languages do you speak? So we have English, we got Cantonese. You probably also speak some Mandarin, right?
Yeah, Mandarin. Mandarin, okay.
Okay, Mandarin's okay.
Yeah.
And Japanese too?
Japanese, I would say, is just some simple conversations. I've
Hmm.
learned it like half in a year back before, but
Wow.
I don't have any chances for using it, you know.
Hmm.
So I just みんなの日本語 I
Hi.
study for that
Oh.
book. I study for four. So
Mm-hmm. みんなの日本語.
the first 50 chapters, but I've most forgot them. So I can just do some simple conversations. And but actually I can read it. I can understand when I read it, but I cannot speak it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ah, I gotcha.
Because you got some kanjis in the
Ah,
passage,
yeah.
then I can speak Chinese, right?
Hmm.
So I can guess it. And then mostly maybe 80%, you can
Hmm.
get 80% of it. Yeah.
So you have a cheat code. That's what you're telling me.
What's Chico?
A cheat code is like if you play a video game, you can
Oh, yeah, yeah,
press
cheat
some
code.
buttons and
Yeah.
then you can cheat. Yeah, because me, I don't know
Yeah.
kanji, so I had to learn
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
everything, and I'm like, oh, this is so much work. And you're like, you know what? This is easy. I already know what this means. Oh,
Would that
that's
be
awesome, though.
difficult for you to learn kanjis? Is that difficult for?
Yes. There's no way I could say no to that. But I feel like the speaking isn't too bad. It's just learning the kanji, especially because I didn't know any kanji to begin with. So it
Mm,
was tough, but I'm still studying it
mm.
myself. But I know when I first reached out to you, I think I texted you in Japanese first because I didn't know which
Yeah.
language you spoke. So there's that. And you're like, oh, from Hong Kong. Oh, she's from Hong Kong. She probably speaks English, duh.
Yeah.
So when it comes to your solo work, I know you've transitioned more toward like rock and metal sounds. Are there any goals that you have in mind? Are you trying to be world famous? Are you trying to be internet famous? Are you trying to just be happy? What's going on when it comes to your musical journey, your musical course?
Of course, I want to be famous. Of course. Who doesn't want it? I want it. But before that, I understand there are much stages that I have to achieve.
Mm,
So, firstly, maybe I have to do more originals for myself. And then maybe I have to get it published on the internet to see if audience in YouTube or some other places like my stuffs. And then maybe I have to amend a little bit to my style,
mm,
to fit the taste sometimes. And then maybe I'll do more originals and then do more collaborations with others and then to have more connections. And then, yeah, I'll see if I have a chance to move forward and then get into another place and then just start my music journey in other place.
Oh,
Because,
actually, like different countries?
yeah, I would like to
Oh,
because, metal music in Hong Kong is not that popular.
really?
Yeah, the mainstream is would be uh EDMs or
EDM? Oh,
dance. Yeah, EDMs or something like
interesting.
K-pop. But I won't say I'm not into that genre. Actually, I can do dance. Yeah, I can. But
Nice.
I just want to be a metal singer. I want to scream on the stage instead of dancing plus singing on the stage.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I can
What
do
you
them
could
all,
do.
but I prefer doing screamings because that's the actual me. Yeah.
Ah, that's very important right there.
Yeah.
Who are you? And then if you within yourself see yourself as a metal singer, then that's
Hmm.
what you got to be, right?
Yeah. That's why currently I'm working on a collaboration with Decoding.
Oh, I know him. I met him
Yeah, yeah.
when he was in New York.
Oh, and then
Cool
we're
guy.
doing Hypnosis from Nemophila.
Oh, that's a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good song.
You got it. And then I realized I can combine some dancing moves. So I did a little clip on my Instagram if you have seen it.
I
And
think I
yeah,
saw that.
doing some little curves, moves or bouncing. I feel good. So I can dance, I can sing, I can scream at the same time. Yeah,
That's nice.
so yeah, this may be the new target for me. Like searching for some metal songs that I can dance with. Yeah, that's my new target.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Thank
definitely. I'll tell you this. This is me just being honest to you. You're
you.
definitely building yourself a brand. You're definitely creating an identity for yourself. I mean, being a metal singer is one thing. Being a female metal vocalist is another thing. And incorporating
Mhm.
your own dance styles, your own flows, your own styles of screaming, singing. It's just you're definitely giving yourself an identity. So I think you will be famous. That's not me being nice. It's me just being honest to you. I think you got the
Oh,
stuff, as they say.
thank you so much. I hope I can get it someday.
Oh, you will for
頑張ります。
sure. Gambatte, you got this. I hope someone day in New York here, when I'm in Times Square, I see a billboard. There's Nam
Ah.
live. I'm like, yes, I know her. Is there anything that you want to ask me? I know that you've been interviewed probably a few times at this point. Is there anything that you would like to just openly share or that you would like to ask me in reverse?
So you have been listening to metal music for many years, I guess, right?
Yeah, I would say a good how old am I now? Oh, a good like 10 years or so.
Oh, so
Mhm.
which will be your favorite genre or favorite bands if you have to pick only one?
That's a very difficult question. Oh my God. Ah, see, because I mean I am wearing a Slipknot shirt. I will say that Slipknot kind of was my gateway into metal. So in a
Ah,
way, it's kind of hard for me not to say them. I know there's a lot of new bands I've gotten into, especially like from Japan. Like Nemophila is a good example of a band I've gotten into more
yeah.
recently. But when I think about how much I know Slipknot's music, I
Mm,
practice their guitar riffs. I've seen them live multiple times. I
mm.
might have to go with them. Like, who else have we got? Arch Enemy. I used to love their older singer. Their new singer, she's great as
Ah,
well, but their old singer
yeah.
was really awesome. In terms of guitar riffs, you got Iron Maiden. There's so many different bands out there with different
Mhm.
styles. But I might have to say Slipknot. I might update that answer later, but I think that's the smart choice here.
Yeah, I can feel you. Great choice. I can feel you. Yeah. So, will you start doing your own originals or what's your plan of music?
Oh wow, same as that question in reverse. Oh my God, there's
Yeah.
pressure.
Man,
Oh, is this how you feel when you do interviews? You're like, oh my God, oh, that's a big question.
yeah, yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I feel nervous. Yeah, because I would say I can do simple conversations, like
Hmm.
or chit-chatting, I can do it. But when you're asking me something big, I will be like, how to explain that in English? I got so many things in my
Oh
mind,
wow,
but
that must be
how?
tough.
Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, that's
Hmm.
okay. Challenges, I love challenges.
Oh yeah. So let's see. I do have plans to make original music. The weird thing is when it comes to how I play guitar,
Hmm.
I listen to so many genres that I could like. I want to make everything. I want to make an album where I have hip hop, R&B, metal, rock,
Hmm.
maybe even some blues,
Wow.
classical, because I just love music, honestly.
Uh-huh,
And
uh-huh.
I obviously would like to still make covers. That's a good way to make yourself known by making covers for popular bands that you like. But I definitely want to become famous as well
Uh-huh.
if I can. But
Great.
I'm gonna start making some music this year. I have some ideas, a few little demos here and there, but I want to be able to just sit down and then lock
Hmm.
it down, get a nice song, maybe an EP out, and you'll definitely be one of the first people to hear it. So
Yay! I would like to. So I know you
mhm.
have practiced your guitar with left hand before. Then you switch,
Yes,
right?
yes. So basically, I started playing guitar right-handed, like most people.
Mm-hmm.
About 2 or so years ago, I switched to left-handed,
Mm-hmm.
and it's more comfortable. It just feels more natural to play.
Oh.
And I don't know if that's weird, normal, or cool. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely something that I might be able to use. If I become a
Mm.
good guitarist, I might be like, you know what, today let's just flip this way and play.
So do
That's
you have
definitely
to
something I
get
could
a
do.
new guitar because the strings are
Yes. So let's see. This is my main guitar. This is a
ah
left-handed guitar. So to play
uh-huh.
right-handed, you would have to flip the strings, get a right-handed guitar. I do have
Oh
one, but not here. It's probably in one of the other rooms. But yeah, that was a whole process, having the
uh-huh.
strings be upside down. And to be honest, it wasn't easy. I probably could have just kept playing right-handed, but something about it, I just wanted to switch. It felt more
Oh.
comfortable. And I think it's a smart choice because now I feel like I'm reborn as a new person. As strange as
Ah,
that might sound, but that's the way it feels spiritually.
great. That's great for you. Yay.
I'm trying every day. You got to keep practicing. It's tough, just like with your singing. I know you have to practice each day. Sometimes you fail. Some days are better than others, but you always got to try to keep that positive mindset, right?
Yeah, it's kind of hard sometimes, to keep yourself being positive because
Hmm.
you have challenges every day, and then sometimes it will knock you down. And then, but um, I'll choose to adapt to it and
Hmm.
then move forward. And then when you get through it, when you look at back and see, oh, I've been through this. Yay. 成功しました。やっ
Yes,
た
it goes to
Yeah, something
Oh
like
yeah.
that. Then, yeah. And then you definitely grow up and then be a better person, be more
Hmm.
mature. Yeah. So, 頑張ります on
Mm.
everything.
Yes, Gambaro, you
Yeah.
got this. All right, so I know we still have a little bit of time.
Mm-hmm,
So I know you're from Hong Kong, right?
mm-hmm.
What other countries have you been to, and have you been to the USA yet?
Not yet. It's too
Oh,
far. I've,
that's a long plane ride. Oh yeah.
yeah. I've been to Japan and then Thailand and then some countries in Europe like
Oh really?
Croatia. Yeah.
Wow.
Croatia and then England and then Budapest
Oh.
and ah
It's good.
But I would say my favorite country is Thailand. I
Ooh,
love
I hear a
I
lot of
love the
good things about Thailand.
sunshine. I love the sea, and then I love the people there. They're very friendly, and the most important thing is everything there is cheap.
Ah, really?
Yes.
Get that already.
Yeah, yeah. If you like the sunshine and the sea, you should
Oh yeah.
go. Yeah,
Did you get a good tan when you went to
yeah.
Thailand?
I got tan skin when I did my vacation like a month ago.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I got tan
Sweet.
skin, but I'm turning white again. Can you see?
Oh yeah, I think in one of our recent covers, I think was it Freezer?
Yeah,
One of the covers. I think you definitely looked a little darker.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I remember when I'm walking on the street and the people like they treating me as a Thai because I look like a
Really?
Thai. Yeah, and then they start speaking Thai to me, and then I was like, uh, and then they were like, "Hey, you're not a Thai." I'm sorry, I'm not.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a fun experience.
Hmm. So, follow-up question. Do you have any plans to visit the US at any points in the near future, like the next year or so?
Of course, I want to, but I need some more like mm, uh let me think about it, how to explain that.
You got it. You got this.
Mm, I want to, but I need more um plans in my hand, like
Oh, okay.
when to do, what should I do in the States? Like, am I going to do some music videos or I'm just having a travel there? I have to think about it very clearly. The flight tickets are really expensive.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why I have to think deeply and clearly what to do in the States before I go there. But before to plan my trip, maybe the first thing I have to do is to make more originals so that
Hmm.
yeah, if you want to work with somebody, you need your demos, right? You have to show them, oh, I'm having this personality, I'm having this kind of music. Would you be interested to work with me? Yeah. So I have to do a lots of preparation before I go to the States. So in the meanwhile, I'll just focus on my own work and then focus on my connections on the internet. And then I'm
Hmm.
trying to upload more videos as I can, as possible, and then to see if audience like my stuff and then do more research. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's great. That means you have yourself a plan or at least an idea. So you don't want to just go there. You
Yeah.
want to make sure you have a
Yeah.
purpose.
Yeah.
Very
I,
responsible.
because I don't want to waste any time of my life. Life
Oh
is
yeah.
short.
It is.
Don't waste it. Yeah.
Great advice. Everyone write that down right now. Nam's giving us excellent life advice, music advice. Great. All right, so I just want to thank you very much for joining this interview. It's been a pleasure to have you. If you haven't
Thank you
checked
so
out our
much.
channel yet, please do. I'll drop it in description. So thank you so much, Nam.
Thank
Really
you so
enjoyed this.
much. Thank you.
All right, see ya.
See you. Bye bye.
What's going on, everybody? JaveLin here. If you stayed until the end of the video, I want to thank you so much for watching. I'm going to leave Nam's channel in the description below, so please check it out. I'd also like to give a special shout out to Jedendrums for helping me do the subtitles for this video. I really appreciate it, man. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.